Welcome all for today's Database Management System 1 online session number 13 of second semester BCA affiliated to Kuvempu University. Dear students, in our session number 30 for the online learning, today we'll learn another important relational algebraic operation that is called as division operation. So before moving on to our division operation, what it is, how it's going to work, let us have a short recap of our previous session there. I think you all remember in your session number 29, our complete discussion was on understanding two important operations of your relational algebra. We have learnt about your set difference operation and we have learnt about your rename operation. I think you remember we have learned that when performing a set difference operation, we should think of your union compatibility, and you have seen how this set difference operation is going to work there, isn't it? So, and even we have seen if there is any requirement for you to change the name of a relation, or if you want to change the attribute name of an existing relation, then you can use another relational algebraic operation called as what? Rename operation. So with the understanding and recap of our previous two set difference as well as your rename operation, dear students, now in today's session, let us start understand about another important operation, that is your division operation there. So the learning objective of today's session number 30 will be to understand the concept of your division operation, specifically in your relational algebraic operations there. The session outcome is the student will be able to understand the concept of your relational algebra. In specifically, we are going to understand about your division operation. So now let us start with this division operation. I think, dear students, you have heard this term division when you are learning about your elementary mathematics there, isn't it? You learn addition, subtraction, multiplication and division there. So you know the fundamental definition of what is addition, what is a subtraction, and what do we mean by multiplication and what do we mean by division there. In the same way, when you're performing some relational algebra, when you're dealing with your relational database management system, specifically in terms of a relation, in terms of finding some of the selecting the needed attributes or selecting only the needed tuples from any relation, we can perform different relational operations there, like set difference, union, intersection, and so on and so forth. So in that, specifically we have another operation and it is called as what? Division operation. See, normally this division operation we will be using when we are having some queries or SQL queries or any queries dealing with your database, where normally we use the phrase called as for all. So ನೀವೊಂದು ಡೇಟಾಬೇಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಅಥವಾ ಸೆಟ್ ಥಿಯರಿ ಓದುವಾಗ ನೀವೊಂದು ಫ್ರೇಸ್ನ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆಂಟಾಗಿ ಕೇಳ್ತೀರಾ, ಅದೇನು ಅಂದರೆ ಫಾರ್ ಆಲ್ ಅಂತೇಳಿ. ಓಕೆ, so when you are having some phrases like for all there, at that time you think of something called as a division operation there. See, when we speak about a division operation, you need to have minimum two operations there. It's again a binary plus operations we are going to perform here. See, assume that we are having two relation, capital letter R and capital letter S, which are represented in your uppercase there. Now we can tell we have R and S, that is smaller letters, to be the relations on the schema R and S respectively. You can see from the slide there that let R and S be the relation on schema uppercase R and uppercase S respectively there. So now if you want to represent your division operator, then you will be using your division symbol. You know how to use your division symbol, isn't it? Yes, we are going to use this symbol there. So you are writing R, division symbol followed by your S. This represents what type of operation? A division operation. This small letter R and small letter S, they are the relations on the schemas where capital R and capital S respectively there. And this capital R, it is having what? The attributes from A to A1 to AM and B1 to BN, followed by your S, which is having the B1 to your BN there. So remember this relational way how you are going to represent your relations and the relations on the schema R and S there. See, the result of this R division operation S is a relation on your schema. So when you want to calculate this R division operation S, we will be in turn performing your set difference operation like this R minus S there. Okay, see, normally you have to remember few of the things here. For example, you can see here for every tuple in R minus S called as T, there are a set of tuples in R such that for all the tuples such as U in S, the 2U is the tuple in R there. Okay, See, when I am writing your R division operator yes, then it is going to be represented in this way. Okay, just a minute. See, when you see here R division operation yes, then you are having T for all T belongs to projection of your R minus S from your relationship R. And for all U belongs to your S. S is the relation on your schema S there. Bracket you are writing of TU belongs to R. See, this TU means it is a concatenation of the tuple T and U to produce a single tuple. If you are writing TU beside that means that you perform the concatenation of your tuple T along with your tuple 2 and you are going to produce a single tuple called as TU there. Okay, so here U it is represents any tuple in your S there and T represents any of the tuple in your relation what R there. Understood? ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಲ್ವಾ ಏನೇನಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಆರ್ ಮತ್ತು ಎಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಕೀಮಾ, ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಆರ್ ಮತ್ತು ಎಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಸ್ಕೀಮಾ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ಲಿ ಆರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಯುವರ್ ಎಸ್ ದೇರ್. Okay, if you want to represent your R division operation yes, then you have to represent mathematically using this particular symbol there. And here you are using what TU, which means that the concatenation of a tuple T and U to produce a single tuple there. Okay. Is it clear? This is how we are representing your division operation in your relational algebra there. Okay. I think you are familiar about this now easier. So now let us have a division operation. Understand this division operation with a simple example. See, in this example you can see we have two relations, that is R, and we have another relation called as S there. Eradu kaanta ide alva, relation R matte relation S. See, relation R alli you have your two attributes, one is A and another one is B. In A you have three occurrences of your alpha with the B value as 1, 2 and 3. Okay. Next you have your beta with a value 1 and at last you can see you have another beta with a value 2 there. That means total two occurrences of your beta with the B value as 1 and B value as T. Okay. Next you have your gamma with value as 1 there, and subsequently you have 3 to 4 values with your belongs to having 6 and 1 for the values B there. Relation R alli enide anta gottayitalva? Understood? Now in the relation B you are having two values, that is 1 and your 2 there. So now before performing the division operation and these relation R and S, let us understand the same relation R division S with a simple example of a customer table. For example, I'll give you a query. ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಒಂದು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ SQL ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು, find the customers who have an account in all the branches of the bank. ಏನು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಇದೆ? Find all the customers who have an account in all the branches in the bank. For example, ಈ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ ಬಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ ನೇಮ್ ಯಾವ್ದಾದಿದೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ? ಟೋಟಲ್ 2 ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ ಇದೆ. ಒಂದು ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ ನಂಬರ್ 1 ಮತ್ತು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಯಾವುದು 2. ಇದು ಯಾವುದು ನಿಮ್ಮ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಎಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ನಿಮಗೇನು ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ, ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ದ ಕಸ್ಟಮರ್ ಹೂ ಆರ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ದರ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ ನಂಬರ್ 1 ಆಸ್ ವೆಲ್ ಆಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ ನಂಬರ್ 2. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ ಈಗ ನಾವು ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಸಿ ಯುವರ್ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ ಆರ್ ದೇರ್. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಎ ಅಂದರೆ ಕಸ್ಟಮರ್ ನೇಮ್ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ, ಬಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದು ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ನಮಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು ಯಾವುದು? ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ ನಂಬರ್ 1 and 2 ಮಾತ್ರ ತಾನೆ, ಎರಡರಲ್ಲೂ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ದಟ್ ವೆನ್ ಯು ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಯುವರ್ ಆರ್ ಡಿವಿಷನ್ ಎಸ್, ದ ಔಟ್ಕಮ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಆಲ್ಫಾ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಬೀಟಾ ಆಸ್ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ ದಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ಫಾ ಈಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ 1 in your B attribute there, even your beta is having the 1 for your B attribute there. Similarly, alpha is having the value 2 for your B attribute. Similarly, you have your beta with the value 2 being specified with your B attribute there. So when you consider your gamma belongs to and array another values there, you cannot find these customers with the accounts in both 1 as well as branch number 2 there. Isn't it? So for performing that, what we are using here is we are going to perform R minus S, and we are going to do all the relational algebraic operations like R division S as shown in the table there, as shown in the equation there. Okay. So the output of this relation is that you are having the two tuples, that is your alpha and beta, because if you consider alpha and beta as your customer, this alpha and beta, both the customers, they have their account in the branch number 1 as well as in the branch number 2. And this is the ultimate execution of your division operation. So I think, dear students, you have understood this example wherein we have tried to understand how the division operation is going to occur in your relational algebra. Okay. So to brush up, the session summary is the student is able to understand the relational algebra. In specifically, we have understood what do we mean by division operation, how one should represent or indicate a division operation, and when you are identifying a division operation result, then what are the things you should take into care. And with respect to any SQL query, with an example we have understood how this relational operation will work there. So dear students, I have here another example where you have a relation R and S. In your relation R, you have 4 attributes A, B, C, D, E, and you have the two. In relation S, you have D and E there. Now if you want to perform any division operation, we can have a sample example query as like that. Find the students who have taken all the courses given by the instructor 1. Okay, if you take this 1 as the instructor value and you are taking alpha and beta as your student name, then you are being asked to represent only those students who have taken all the courses given by what your instructor with ID value as what 1 there. So for that, in this slide you can understand how this division operation is going to work there. So dear students, so for further reference with your further learning in your division operation, you can refer the book titled Fundamentals of Database System, authored by Nawate, and you can refer the 5th edition of your AW publication. Similarly, you can refer another book titled Database System Concept, written by Korth and Sudarshan, and you can refer the 4th